Cheers, Billy. Good morning.
Good morning, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. I'm good. Did
We
you
ready
speak
to
Rick?
roll?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go now. It's 8 o'clock. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's shut up now.
We're not waiting on anybody else. So here we go. Let's just breathe. Big deep breaths. And exhale out. Again. One more. Now we're just going to fold halfway down. Pull your butt backwards and suck in the belly. Arms back out to the side. Bring them back up. And let's just repeat that a few more times. Keep all the weight in the back of the feet. Nice. Okay, this time, slow swan dive all the way down. You're going to look through your knees to the back of the room. Let's feel a nice unweighting of the upper body. Let's make sure our feet are lined up. Just hang out here. You can always support your upper back with your elbows on your thighs if that feels better. Okay, let's walk it out to plank. And just hold that just for a few breaths. And then we're going to go right to a child's pose. So knees are down. Maybe you open them wide, maybe you don't. Sit back on those heels and just relax. Nice big deep breaths. Okay, back up onto all fours. Let's bring the wrists underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Walk your hands back to your feet. Meet in your forward fold again. Just hang out here for 3 or 4 breaths. Maybe your legs are straight, maybe they're not. Depends on, how you feel, how warmed up you are or not. Okay, let's walk back out to plank. Hold that just for a few breaths. Please remember to hollow out the belly. Knees down. Maybe you change the position of your knees this time. Meet back in child's pose. Taking big breaths. Try to feel a nice release through your lower back and upper glutes. Okay, back to all fours. Toes tuck under, walk back, meet in your forward fold. Maybe now you're getting your chest a little closer to your thighs since it's your 3rd time here. Okay, take one hand at a time above your knees, come all the way up to a standing position. And let's just take this left knee up and into the chest. Stand nice and tall, try to get long through this leg. And then switch. Nothing like a little balance challenge to get us focused. Keep going side to side. at a pace that feels good for you. Try to pull your knee up as high as it'll go. Kind of helps to wake up these hip flexors a little bit as well. It's all about feeling better after this class, right? Okay, let's pull the elbows back. Take your feet wide, maybe the width of the mat. Booty pushes back, elbows are nice and high. Come on down and then right back up. We're going to run through this a few times. Little bends in the knees. That's it. So you should be feeling that upper back do a little bit of work now. Keep the elbows up. Okay, now we're going to alternate between a squat and then pulling the elbows back and folding halfway down. So one squat and one good morning. Good morning, Anne. Keep it going. Keep the elbows nice and high. Squat. It doesn't have to be huge, just where you feel like you're working some good range. Let's do a few more. Nice. Okay, let's bring our feet in, hip width apart now. We're just going to do a couple of squats here. Maybe because we've got our feet a little closer, we might be able to get a little bit lower or not. Okay, let's take the arms out. This usually helps us get lower. So do a little pause when you get down and say, if I dropped it as low as I can or as low as I should, based on how my body feels today. Okay, full forward fold all the way down, just chill out and relax. Let's walk out to a plank and then we're going to go right to a down dog. I like to start a down dog in a plank. That way I can figure out the positioning and the distance of my hands to my feet. Because if you start out in a perfect plank and you pull through, that's good. Okay, bring it forward. And we're just going to go between forward and back. Slowly. Make sure you can always see those arms. It's really the chest you're pulling through, not the head. Little breaks in the elbows, of course. We know that by now, right? We've been at this a long time. Okay, now we're going to walk our feet in to a bear. Just hold it here. Knees are right under the hips. Let's try to make sure we're not dropping our face, right? So you want to look out about 12 inches from the tips of your fingers. Now let's step back to a plank and pull through down dog. We're going to hold here for 5 breaths. You can do what you want with your feet, whatever feels good. Okay, let's bend both knees slightly. Let's walk our hands back to our feet. Meet in your forward fold. Just breathe. Pull those hips as far back as you can get them, and the chest as close to your thighs as it will go. Just breathe. Make your breathing deliberate today. So just don't breathe to survive. Breathe with a purpose. Purpose being to make that great mind-body connection. Forget about everything on your to-do list. Just focus on how awesome this feels and how good you are being to yourself. Okay, soften those knees, walk back out to your plank. And this time we're going to lower to the forearms. So if you need to put your knees down to get there, go ahead. Try to really hollow out the belly, stay nice and strong through the core. I'm just going to hold this for a sec. Looking out just off the front of the mat. Now let's put the knees down, but let's keep our toes tucked under. Let's walk the elbows a little bit forward of the shoulders. And now let your hips relax towards the floor. So we're working on stretching out that lower back a little bit, bringing a little flexibility there. Now let's slow motion, suck in the belly, bring the hips back up, and then elevate off the knees. Your elbows are going to stay in front of those shoulders. Slow motion, knees come down, and followed by the hips. Take your gaze, look out a little farther. You're still, while you're holding this pose, pulling in the stomach. So let's come back up with the hips, up with the knees. Just hold and breathe. And one more time. Knees come down, hips come down. So if you've worked your six-pack muscles lately, you feel a little tug there. Okay, now hips back up, knees up, elbows back in a little bit so they're more under the shoulders. It's your normal low plank. Just relax here for a few more breaths. Okay, let's bring the knees down. One hand at a time comes up underneath the shoulders. Okay, so your butt's sticking up. Walk your hands a little more forward so that now they're in front of the shoulders. Your toes are going to stay tucked under. Let the hips come forward. Let the chest come forward, but keep it proud. Bigger stretch for the core. Just relax here for a sec. Now lift those hips back up, hollow out the stomach. This should feel like work for your tummy. Really suck it in. Bring the hips back down. Look out. Lift back up. And one last time. Now we're going to amp this up and bring a lot of weight into our arms by letting us come onto the tops of our feet. And we're going to elevate off the knees. Nothing else changed. It's just you're going to work your arms. How awesome is that? Just hold it. Legs are nice and straight, and you're on the tops of your feet. Just about 5 more seconds. Okay, knees down, slow motion, really slowly, barely moving. Hips are going to go all the way back and end up just over the heels. Haven't even got there yet. Okay, once you're there, get that little tug of war going. Isometrically pull your hands towards your knees. Lots of lats stretching out. Let your armpits maybe get a little closer to the floor. Forehead is off. Ears are by the sides of your arms. Spine is long. Okay, let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to do some cat-cows. So arch, look at your knees. Chest comes forward, take your gaze off the front. And do it again. And switch it. And round that back as best you can. Neutral spine. Right arm forward, palm faces the center line of the body. Left leg goes back, nice and straight. Try to lift both a little higher and just relax and hold. Keep your body square so you're not shifting into that right side. You want to feel your tummy working just to keep that left leg off the floor. This is a core exercise, believe it or not. Relax back down. Let's round the back. Look at your knees. Come back to a neutral spine. Left arm out. Now, as you extend that right leg back, really try not to shift left. Just relax and hold. Face is looking just towards the front of your mat, so your neck stays nice and long. Can you lift your back leg a little higher and keep it straight without shifting left? So both the leg and the arm are locked out straight. And then relax back down. Oh, Lily's doing a down dog. Doesn't that feel good? Okay, round your back. Come back to that neutral spine. You're going to walk your hands just off the front, just towards the front of the mat. Let the hips come back forward again. Getting into the lats, you should feel them pulling the shoulders down to stabilize. Lift the hips back up, go all the way back to child's pose. Okay, back up onto all fours. That's your warm up, ladies. Tuck those toes under, elevate off the knees. Now we're going to start to amp things up a little bit. Feel like we've stretched out the hips and the core and the shoulders. We are ready to work. Step your feet back. You're in a plank. Give me a little hover and meet me in your up dog. Oh, yeah. Hips up and back down dog. Left leg lifts. Nice and high. High on the toes on the right foot. Pull forward to your plank. Shoulders over wrists. Hold your foot up if you can. Sweep back, down dog. Leg up. Bring it forward. And you thought this was going to be gentle yoga. No siree. We're here to get stronger. Okay, put that foot down, right leg up, down dog. Feel your butt, so you're lifting your leg high enough that you do. Come forward. And this transition between forward and back is slow and in control. Just keep going between the two. Okay, put that foot down, meet me in your plank. Walk your feet forward up to the hands and extend the spine to a flat back. Reverse swan dive all the way back up and arms back by your side. Nice. Inhale deep. Nice slow swan dive down. Palms down, jump back or step to plank. Give me a little hover. Right to your up dog. Hips up and back, down dog, left leg lifts. Pull forward, touch your left knee to your left elbow and sweep it back. Once again, we're doing this nice and slow, going between the two. Your option here is to always put those knees down or the foot down. Take a break whenever you need to. You know, it's funny, our bodies perform different on different days. So depending on how you feel, come forward back to plank, do a nice little hover, right to your up dog, hips up and back, down dog, right leg up, and same thing, right side. Bring it forward, knee to elbow, and take it back. A lot of glute work going on here as you pull that foot back up. You know, your glutes are really part of your core. A lot of people associate them with working the legs, but they help stabilize the whole pelvis. So we want them strong. We also don't want them falling off our bodies. Pull it forward. Give me a hover. Up dog. Hips up and back. Down dog. Walk your feet forward. Inhale, extend, flat back. And nice slow swan dive back to standing. Come all the way back down. We're going to give our wrists a bit of a break. So take the tops of your hands and press them into the mat. And then drift your hips backwards. Should feel good. Okay, slow reverse swan dive back up. Oh, and back to neutral alignment. Okay, right hand to your waist. 2 fingers are going to wrap inside and around your big toe and your left foot. So let's find it. Now grow an inch taller. Nice. Extend the leg out. Little balance challenge, nothing we can't handle. And it's okay if the leg doesn't go straight, don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay, relax down. Same thing, switch sides. Right finger's grabbing the right toe. Extend the leg out, get nice and long and tall. Feel a nice little pull under here. Okay, switch it. This time, sorry, a little sweaty. We're going to take our right hand and grab the outside of the left foot. See if you can do that. You might just want to hang out here or extend the leg. And maybe slowly and in control, you can turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Maybe slowly you can release that left hand back behind you and try to find it with your gaze. And release it. Oh, those birds are noisy. Okay. Left hand grabbing onto the right foot. Extend it out slowly. This is a really great opportunity to focus here. Take your gaze, see if you can look right. See if you can release that arm. See if you can find that wrist back there somewhere, or just look to the back of your room. Get taller. And release it. Great job. Big deep breath. We're going to hold the arms up, really long and strong and straight with the arms. Should feel like work. Now, while you're doing that, I want you to pull these shoulders apart from one another. Push your booty back, suck in the belly. So it's not huge, it's just a little. So instead of being up and long, you're back, but your upper back is still long. Hold and breathe. Now sweep the arms back. Palms are going to face the front of your room. Now, maybe lean a little more and get your butt back a little more, and maybe squat a little more. So a little bit of a bigger bend in the knees. Sweep the arms up. Just hold and breathe. Should feel like, oh my God, why such a simple move? Why is it so hard? Well, because you're working a lot of muscles at one time. That's why. We have to get the most out of these 45 minutes, right? Sweep up, squat a bit lower. No weight in your toes. In fact, elevate the toes off the floor. Why not? This is all about engaging the posterior muscle chain. Suck in the belly. Do a forward fold, chill out, relax. Whew. It's amazing how that never gets easy. Extend to a flat back. Exhale, release back down. Palms down, jump back, high plank. Give me a hover. Up dog. Hips up and back, down dog. Feet are 4 to 6 inches apart. You're in your normal down dog. Hover your knees, don't do anything else different. Now, pull your butt back towards your heels. Come back to an almost straight leg, regular down dog. We're going to run through this 2 more times. Hover the knees. Push your butt back towards the heels. Make sure you're not letting that face go through. You want to be able to see those arms. Come back, down dog. One last time. Hover. Press the butt back. Pull forward plank. Thank goodness. Hover. Up dog. Nice. Oh, there's a nice breeze. Okay, let's go back to our down dog. We're going to pull the left foot all the way forward to frame your hands. We're going to take that right knee, put it down on the floor. So your right hand comes down and we're going to sweep the left arm up. Now take that left knee, get onto the side of that left foot. So let the knee open out. Fire up your right glute. Okay, pull the knee in. Bring the hand to the inside of that front foot. Come off your back knee. Hold both your palms inside the front foot. Right leg is straight. Lower your hips a little bit. Isometrically press your left knee into your left arm. So you feel the activation of the inner thigh. Hold that challenge. Your right leg is locked out straight. Press your heel back. Just hold. Little challenge for the inner thigh. Let's just breathe 3 more times. Okay, let's take the left hand to the outside of that left foot. Step back to your plank. Let's do a little hover. Nice and slow on the way down to your up dog. Hold it here for a sec. Let's challenge these arms a little bit. So tops of your feet, knees come up. Just hold and breathe. Using the weight of your body to put muscle into the arms. How awesome is that? Great job. Just breathe a few more. You know, we need to be moving out of our comfort zone here every now and then. It just can't all be totally doable. Okay, knees down. In slow motion, tuck your toes under. Really slowly lift those hips up. Really slowly. Hollow out the stomach, of course. Take your hips backwards. Let's have that isometric pull of the hands towards the knees. Oh, it should feel good. So your spine is not rounding, it's long. Okay, let's bring it back to a plank. And this time we're going to step the right foot forward. We're going to put the left knee down. Ah, how good does that feel? Right hand to the inside. Now just let that right knee open up so you're on the side of the right foot, and let your hips come down nice and low. So if you've done any lateral lunges or any inner thigh work, this should feel really good. Let's sweep the right arm out to the side. Take your gaze, follow it. And let's bring that hand back to the instep of the right foot. Pull the knee into that right arm. We're going to tuck the toes under on the back, or they probably already were. Elevate off that knee. Hold this little inner thigh challenge. Really try your very best to create work for that inner thigh. Press as hard as you can. Squeeze that left cheek. Probably already is. Now, we're going to step. Take the right hand to the outside of the foot and step the foot back. You're in your plank. We're going to do a little hover, and this time we're just going to press it right back up. Back to your down dog. Nice job. Let's pedal our feet. So good. Okay, bring it to a plank. Hold it. Lifting up the back of the head so you're looking off the front of your mat. Bring your left knee to the left elbow. Cross it over to the right elbow. Bring it back to the left, step it back. Same thing, other leg. Right knee to right elbow. Cross it, bring it back, step it back, down dog. Nice job. Walk your hands all the way towards your feet. Meet me in your forward fold. Backs of the hands on the floor. Drift your hips back. Little stretch for the forearms, your wrists. Okay, a little balance challenge here. I'm going to step it a little forward because I've got that table. You're going to take both your hands, hold on to your right ankle. Sweep your left leg back, get it straight and parallel to the floor. Just relax and hold your ankle with both your hands. Now, if you need a little help, you can take one of your hands to the floor out in front of your hip, of your foot, I'm sorry. But see if you can keep them both on your ankle. It makes it a lot harder to balance. Now, once you're holding your ankle, I want you to try to drift your weight backwards into the heel and feel your hips shift back. You're going to work more of your butt, less of the front of the body. And that's what we want. Now give me a little pulse with that back leg up and down. Keep going. Now take both hands out in front. Open your left hip to the sky. Bring your left hand to your waist. Open your chest to the left side of the room. Half moon. Lift your back leg up. Sweep your left arm to the ceiling. Left hand down. Oh my goodness, left leg down. Come on up. Whew. Shake it out. That was what I call a butt burner. I hope you felt it. Okay, I'm going to grab a quick sip. It is very humid here today. Cheers. So happy you guys are here. Okay. Yes, we do have the other leg. We're very fortunate to have two. Sweep your arms up. Try to get nice and long. Suck in the belly, do your slow swan dive down. Feel a nice unweighting of the upper body. Okay, left leg. Both hands on that left foot or your shin, whatever you can grab. Lift your right leg up. Parallel to the floor, locked out straight. Flex or point the foot. So while we hold and challenge the balance, start drifting your hips back. Even if it's subtle, make the effort. Try to eliminate as much as you can the wobble out of the foot. I know it's not easy. Now let's see if you can get your right leg really long and add that pulse in. It just challenges the balance a little bit. Works your butt. Keep it going. Bringing movement to any balance challenge makes it 10 times harder. So do your best here. Keep your body drifting backwards. Okay, let's relax that right foot. Walk your hands to the front of your mat, step back plank, do a nice little hover. Push it back up right to your down dog. Let's come nice and high on our toes. And then let's press the heels towards the floor. Let's do that a few more times. Okay, we're going to bring our left foot forward up between both of our hands. We're going to sweep our arms up to the ceiling. Nice. Just relax here and breathe. So big opening here for this front hip flexor. Should feel good. Let's get nice and high. Not a lot of bend in the legs, especially the front leg, nothing in the back leg. Hips are really elevated. Now, arms out to the side, like an airplane. Open the palms to the ceiling, and then rotate the hands to the back of the room. Really try to touch both sides of your room while you do this. Nice. Sweep them back up. Now lean in. Keep your spine long. Just start to hinge through that left hip and lean forward till you feel a huge amount of work going into your upper back. Once you're there, just hold it. Really high on the toes on the back foot. Your arms are nice and high, but you've got that forward lean with your upper body, making this feel challenging. Okay, relax those arms. Whew, got to get some blood flow back into the arms. Lean in a little more. Come on, do it. Now let that front knee come forward a little bit so it's over your ankle. Hands to heart. Rotate slowly to the left. Go as far as you can. So left shoulder is going back, right shoulder is coming towards your front leg. Now from here, slide your back foot back a little bit if you can, and lower down the hips and the right shoulder. So your hips are coming a lot lower to the floor. Now, slowly square the shoulders forward again, keeping your hips down. And now press away from the floor and sweep your arms back up. Nice. Hands to heart, step in, other foot goes back. So make sure you got good distance between the front and back foot so you feel safe. Just take your gaze, follow it up if you like. Not much bend going on in the front. So when we're releasing the front muscle, what are we supposed to do with the back one, the opposing muscle? You're supposed to recruit it, right? So that butt cheek's working. Now, arms are going to stay up. Start to give me a forward lean. Front leg is not going to bend. You're just hinging through that right hip. You're doing a small forward lean till you start to feel that back come to the party. Hold it, arms long. Bend your front knee, knee over heel. Nothing else changed. Hands to heart. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Okay, lean in a little more. You're not dropping the hip yet. You're just leaning in the upper body a little. Now, slide your back leg a little further back, come down, rotate right. It's not a huge difference, but it's subtle. Go as far as you can. Working all the little muscles in that front leg to stabilize. Okay, square those shoulders. Bend a little more into that front knee. Lower those hips a little bit. Sweep that back leg a little further back. Just hold. Now, no weight in the toes on your right foot. You're just going to press up and back through the heel to bring those hips back up. Sweep your arms up. Nice. Ooh, what a great breeze. Okay, hands to heart. Step your back foot in. Big deep breath. Now we're going to cross at the elbow and connect your palms. So we're trying to open up and feel a nice little pull right here, back of the shoulder. You can also do this stretch lying down. If you're ever just chilling out or lying down watching TV, or even in bed, you can do this stretch. From planking and doing push-ups, it's an important, or should be, an important part of our routine. Okay, relax, cross over the other way. Connect your palms. So you want to be mindful not to be dropping the elbows here. Keep them up so you really get a nice stretch back there. And if you want to get jiggy with it, you can wrap your foot around and do a little squat just to challenge your balance a little bit. But you don't have to. Okay, relax. Whew. Let's round the shoulders. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Couple more. Okay, little side body stretch. Sweep the right arm up. Get nice and long. And then over. And then let the hip shift to the right. Nice. You know, I don't know. I'm sure you realize, because you're very faithful to this practice. So I'm sure you're realizing the importance of moving, of putting our body in these positions. And then, of course, the mental benefit, right? The nice endorphins that you get after a great workout. Sweep your arms up, hips go back, little squat. You're working the upper back again. Okay, fold all the way down, straighten your legs. Just look through your knees to the back of the room. Feel a nice unweighting of the upper body. So from here, we're going to do a little stretch. Your fingers are on the floor out in front of your feet. You're just going to take your left foot, cross it over the right. Line up your toes and drift your hips back. Drift the hips forward, uncross, switch sides. Right foot over the left. Drift your butt back. Okay, drift forward, uncross. Bring your heels and toes to touch. All the way down with the chest towards the legs, looking through your knees. Start to drift your hips back. Start to rotate your coccyx bone up to the ceiling. So if you had lights on your bottom, shine them up. Feel that nice pull. Try to be in a straight leg here if you can. Just going to hang out here and enjoy this a little bit longer. Okay, inhale, extend to a flat back. Open up your feet 4 to 6 inches apart. Drift your hips back. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, extend, flat back. Hollow out your stomach. Exhale, release back down. One more time. Inhale, extend. Drift your butt back. Slow swan dive, coming back up with your arms going out to the side, hollowing out the stomach, using all your core strength to elevate. Sweep your arms to the sky. Bring them together. Hands to heart. I thank you guys so much for joining. Namaste. Thank you for being with me. Love you, ladies. Oh, there's a fabulous breeze just as the class is over.
Hello.
How are you?
So that was tough.
That was tough.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Parts of it.
I like the one where you were moving to the outside of your foot, pushing it out while you were
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
at the lunge. I love that.
Yeah, it's a nice little stretch.
Yeah. Hey, how's your
Good.
daughter doing?
She's getting a little bit better. You know, it's a little bit of a process, but you know, they're soaking in the hot tub every day and they think that's like been a really godsend. And you know, they're just eating healthy and hydrating a lot. And
Do they have some work to do? Like, do they have physical work to do right now?
well, they're not working. Neither of them are working. They're just, you know, doing little things. Like, of course, they have to take care of their chickens and their animals, but they're just, you know, she's not scheduled to work till tomorrow. And I don't know, she
Okay.
said she was going to decide today. Her work at the restaurant, they came over, they brought them tons of food, gifts, notes. They made her cry because the notes were so incredible. So, you know, they have a lot of support. Like, she has the best landlady. The landlady's a retired vet, and she just is a kind soul. She's a lot like Bryn. You know, she's a very generous, kind soul. So she really takes care of them like they're her own kids. She never
Nice.
had her own children, this woman. So, I mean,
How
her
old is she?
horses, and she's my age, 61.
Nice to have somebody like that out there. That's always really important.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a community, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, the importance of having great neighbors and great friends, and it's just, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So much more to life than just a job.
Yeah.
They'll be
Does she-
fine. And then
does
they
she
have to
need
wait. They
anything?
haven't heard from their lawyer yet or any of that stuff. That'll probably be, you know, next week sometime.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all good.
That's good. Well, thank you again for the class.
Yes, thank you, ladies, for being here. Hope you all have a fabulous day.
You too. See you Saturday.
Okay, see you Saturday. Mwah.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.